All right, hello, and thank you for joining me here today. We are just going to do a quick little warm-up. It's going to be a combination of some stretching and then some cardio aerobic movements as well. And this is just going to be something that you can do before every exercise or routine. Really important to warm up the body before you get that heart rate really pumping. So that's kind of the goal here. We're going to warm up our body, get the blood flowing, and then get our heart rate up as well. So let's go ahead and just start out with some deep breathing. We're going to inhale on the way up and then exhale on the way down. Inhale through your nose on the way up and exhale out your mouth on the way down. Let's go ahead and do a few more. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. I just want to say I do have this chair next to me. You can do all of these movements from the chair as well. Let's go ahead and do some shoulder rolls here just to get our shoulders loose and our whole thoracic cage. Up top here is we're going to do some shoulder rolls. I'm going backwards right now. Let's go ahead and go forward with those shoulder rolls. You can incorporate a little neck movement as well. Rotating that neck around. Now let's go ahead and do some gentle arm circles. I'm doing small circles right now going forward. We'll do a few of these. Let's get a little bit bigger as you work them outward and upward. Now if you have limitations on your arms or in the pec muscles up here, just go ahead and keep doing it down low in smaller circles, but if you're able to, go ahead and make those bigger circles. Now go ahead and reverse. I'm reversing with bigger circles. You can continue with the smaller ones if that's comfortable for you. I'm going to get a little bit smaller here with my circles. Maintain it right here just for a little bit longer. All right, shake them out if you need to. Do a little Michael Phelps shaking out right here. And then let's get into some more shoulder mobility. So this first movement is we're going to bring our elbows up to our side like this and then flip them up and then just raise them up to the ceiling and come back down, flip down, and come back to the center. We're going to do that a few more times. So raise your elbows up, rotate them up, and then press up to the ceiling. Just gonna reach for that ceiling there, and then rotate back down. So up, rotate, and reach. Come back down, flip them back down, and go back to the center. Let's do one more. This is really great shoulder mobility here. Now let's go ahead and do some scapular retraction. Shake them out if you need to. We're gonna continue with that 90-degree elbow position right here. We're going to bring them together and then bring them back. Almost pretend that you're pinching your shoulder blades together back there. You're holding something between your shoulder blades. You're really stretching out your pec muscles and your whole chest cavity here. Let's go ahead and do that a few more times. Reaching back as far as you can. Let's go ahead and hold this stretch one more time. All right, come back down out of it. Just to get our shoulders and arms loose a little bit more, we're going to do reaching our arms out, shoulder flexion, and bring them back out to the side. Let's do a few of these movements just to get our shoulders nice and warmed up for our workout. Continue to focus on your breathing throughout all these movements. Let's do a few more of these. Good, last one here. Good, do some shoulder rolls if you need to. I can feel my shoulders warming up already. Let's go ahead and focus on some hip mobility now. I'm going to stabilize on one leg, and then I'm going to raise my other leg, knee marching up, and then bring it out and back down. I'm just going to repeat that movement on my right side right now. You can pretend that you have a cone underneath you, or these are called hurdling warm-ups. In the chair, it would look very similar, just like this. Seated in the chair, and you can just bring that knee up and out and come back in. Same thing on our left side here. So let's continue to do a few more on that left hip. So bringing that knee up and out. And a little balance exercise as well, stabilizing the other leg. Let's go ahead and do some ankle mobility too while we're at it. We're just going to come up on one leg here and rotate that ankle around in circles. Pretend you're drawing a circle with your toes here. Go and do the other ankle. Now let's go ahead and do ankle pumps where we go forward and then back up, almost like you're pressing a gas pedal. So up and down. A few more. You might start to feel it burning in the front of your shin. You have little muscles there. Let's go ahead and do the other leg. Definitely warming up all of our leg muscles too as we're working on our balance and stabilizing. If you need to, hold on to the wall or hold on to a chair while you do these, do so. Our next warm-up movement, we're going to do some leg swings here. So I'm just shaking out my legs here. I'm going to hold on to the chair, and then we're going to swing our leg on the outside here. So just kind of that dynamic movement, part of our warm-up here. We always want to warm up with some type of dynamic movement and exercise, again, to get that heart rate going and blood flowing. Do a few more leg swings. You can switch to the other side. Again, hold on to the wall or chair that you need to. Do a few more here. All right. Now that our whole body is kind of warmed up, we've done these gentle movements. Let's go ahead and get into a little bit more, getting that heart rate up. So we're just going to march in place here. You can pick your feet up off the ground, or you can kind of just come up on your toes here and stay, just like bending your knee. In the chair, you can kind of just march or do some leg kicks out if you'd like to. Let's go ahead and just kind of jog in place. If you want to get bigger with your marches, you can do that. Remember to move your arms with it too. Good. Now let's add a little butt kick to this. So just going to kick my heel up to my butt behind me. I'm moving my arms with this too. You don't have to. In the chair, it'd be the exact same thing. Seated, kicking out, and then kicking behind you. So continue to do some butt kicks. In the chair, continue to do that same movement. But if you are standing, let's go ahead and add a side step with those butt kicks. So we step, we're shifting our weight, and then kicking behind us. Should be getting that heart rate up a little bit more, start to feel a little bit warmer. A few more exercises for our warm-up here today. Let's go ahead and do what I call mountain climbers. Typically you're on the ground doing this, but we're gonna do it in standing. So you're gonna reach up with the opposite arm and come up with the opposite knee here. So kind of that marching motion again in reaching with our arms. But again, shifting that weight, a lot of movement going on. Good, let's do a few more mountain climbers here. And focus on your breathing throughout all these movements. Your heart rate is gonna start to climb a little bit here as we're mountain climbing. Let's go ahead and get into some jumping jacks. Take a quick little breather if you need to. Take that deep breath, get your breath under control. So our jumping jacks here, you can go ahead and do regular jumping jacks with that bouncing motion if that's a bit too much for you. You can step out to the side, bring our arms up with that regular jumping jack position. Good. In the chair, it would look very similar. So the jumping jack motion with your arms, stepping out with your legs here. Good, let's do a few more jumping jacks. You can challenge yourself by going a little bit wider and deeper with that. Good, let's come back to the center here. And if you're in the chair, continue to do that outward movement with your legs. We're gonna do similar side stepping now, but we're gonna get a little bit deeper with each side step. If you're able to, step wider, deeper, kind of into more of a squat. I'm bending at my hips, I'm bending at my knees. Good. Get as low as you can, really push yourself here. A few more. Good, great work. Let's do one more on each side. Good, come back to the center. That is all the exercise for our warm up here. Let's go ahead and take a big deep breath. Inhale on the way up. Then exhale on the way down. Really great work. This is a great dynamic movement warm up to do before any exercise routine that you start.